Welcome back to my channel, Aries, and my name is Jasmine. I will be your card interpreter for the next few weeks in October 2021. We'll be going on a tarot journey today. I'll be distilling the events, circumstances, situations, people, places, things, and energy you may be encountering over the next 4 weeks or so. So if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, this reading will be relevant for you. So without further ado, let's tune in to tarot for the month ahead. So for the first week of October, Aries, we've got the World card. Okay, so this World card usually brings some kind of culmination or ending or a completion of some kind. It can bring a cycle to a completion. It can bring an educational program to a close. You might be graduating or feeling like you're stepping up into sort of this next level or this next phase of your life. I often will see the World card as being protected from or supported by the universe because she's sort of in this bubble, right? This wreath is encompassing her. And I feel like while things will be coming to a close, there may be an ending, and there can be some bittersweet feelings with that. I think ultimately you are embracing this next phase of your life and you're excited for that, albeit a little nervous, or there might be some kind of hesitation a little bit, like you have to push through the fear. But I think ultimately you are ready for this next phase and you feel like you've grown and you are armed with a greater awareness and a greater knowledge base. And I think that this is ultimately really good for you. So in the first week, you'll kind of be opening the month of October with that vibration. In the second week, Aries, we've got the Two of Pentacles. This has to do with weighing our priorities to some extent and really focusing on where we want to concentrate our energy. We may be feeling like we're juggling a lot of plates or dividing our energy amongst a lot of different areas of our life. So this may be asking us to reclaim some of that energy and really direct it into specific areas that are presenting as more important now. I mean, obviously, as we go through life week to week, month to month, our priorities will shift and change. And so we're just seeing that there is a shift happening this month. And in that same vein, we will be shifting our energy and our priorities and our focus. And this can have to do with money, for example, where we're directing our expenses or our finances, how we're investing our money. But I see it a lot of how we're investing our energy and where we're investing it, and just again kind of reclaiming some of that energy back into us and then just focusing it in specific areas that are seemingly more important at this particular time. So we'll be sort of balancing that out in the second week. This can also have to do with just having, like I said, a lot on your plate, a lot of different tasks and agendas, but being able to juggle them very gracefully and kind of tackle a lot of different things and effectively dividing our energy in a way that, it'll still be exhausting regardless. So again, we may need to prioritize where we are directing our energy, but ultimately, if we do have a lot on our plate, which it does appear that is the case, we'll be able to find a way to navigate our tasks and our commitments in a way that feels productive. But you will notice a bit of exhaustion too through that process. So yeah, there'll be some sort of reprioritizing, it looks like. And in the week 3, we've got the 10 of Swords. So this is another kind of ending card. It can be a sudden ending, an unexpected ending to some degree. But with an ending comes a new beginning. And so it's possible you're sort of shedding an old self. I can kind of see that happening. And you're emerging anew. You're emerging fresh. Maybe we are shutting down a bit, or we're closing down, or we're venturing into the deeper, darker, hidden parts of ourselves and shedding some of that, shedding that old skin, so that we can emerge anew eventually, although we're not quite there yet. We'll be processing that probably over the next few months. But I see some part of ourselves or some relationships or again, an educational program or certain journeys that we've been on. Cycles are coming to a close, just like the fall season is coming. It's kind of winding down. The year is winding down, although we're not quite to the end of the year yet, but the season is sort of moving in that direction. And so, yeah, you may see an ending, certainly in the third week or so of October. This often can also be pain, whether it's emotional pain, physical pain, but it can be hurtful, it can be painful, whether you're on the receiving end or the instigative end of that. It could go either way, but yeah, you definitely have some cards that indicate an ending or a close, and then sort of prioritizing your energy, reclaiming some of that energy. And then in the last week, we've got the Four of Cups reversed. This has to do with a missed opportunity from our past possibly coming back as a second go around, or a missed opportunity being presented again or in a new way, or perhaps seeing either a relationship from the past coming back and then sort of viewing that relationship in a new light. I see this as kind of offering a polarity, as far as maybe we were sort of in a student-teacher relationship, like perhaps we were a student previously with someone, and now this relationship is coming back around, but now we're put in a teacher role and the other person is our student. So I'm seeing this as kind of an inverse relationship type of deal. It doesn't have to be with a person. It could be with, again, an opportunity, like a job opportunity. Maybe we've previously been offering a job to somebody else to employ, for example, and now they are offering us a job. So like there's a role reversal is sort of what I'm seeing here. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. And then we'll jump into the final words of wisdom from Oracle, which is Straddling Worlds. I've never seen this card before. It says wandering between realms, number 52. And this card has to do with being comfortable in two states, wandering between realms, and reinvention. When the Straddling Worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with one foot in our old world and one foot in the new. Okay, can I just say, one foot in the old world, the world. I get excited when things feel synchronistic, right? There is no going back to the way things were. And what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with the awe as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. So it says the delicate balance. Doesn't this guy look like he's trying to balance something? Do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book in your life. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into someone original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling Worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. So I feel that that's very resonant with some of the cards that we pulled, as far as the world card, the Ten of Swords indicating an ending. And like I said, I feel like you're sort of either bringing things to a close, whether it's a relationship or a course of study or a cycle coming to a close. You may be shedding an old self and emerging anew, and being able to balance, right, with the Two of Pentacles, your existence in sort of this invisible world and this visible world. And maybe that has to do with the spiritual and the material. And then an opportunity or again, that inverse relationship that you might have with a person where you were the student, they were the teacher, and now you're the teacher, they're the student, or some kind of scenario like that. It looks exciting, and it looks like it definitely stimulates growth, knowledge growth, and maturity, and spiritual growth, and evolution. I feel like, yeah, you're forming new parts of yourself. You're seeing yourself in a new role, potentially. You'll be able to seamlessly, finally figure out the balance that you've been seeking, and be able to tie or connect these two worlds, the invisible with the visible, the seen with the unseen. And I think it will be a magical thing. So Aries, if you find that resonated with you at all, please give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know how your month unfolds, share this with any of your Aries friends, and thanks for being here. I will talk to you guys next month. Take care.